The Chicago Sky have made a trade to get back to having 2 picks in the 2025 WNBA draft. We're going to talk about it all and more, but you know what we got to do first?
Welcome to Chicago Sky Central, and here's your host.
What's going on, Sky fans? Welcome to another episode of Chicago Sky Central, your number one spot for everything Chicago Sky related. Steve-O's coming. I'm the host, Eric Hayes. But the Chicago Sky have now made a trade. Very smart trade. They've now traded their 2026 first round pick to get the Minnesota Lynx 2025 first round pick. That means that the Chicago Sky will be picking in this draft 10 and 11 in this draft. This is a move that Jeff Pagliosa, similar to what he made last year, a day or so before the draft, to move up one spot to make sure that he was going to be able to acquire Angel Reese. That's what happened here. So now the Chicago Sky have now acquired that 11th overall pick from that Minnesota Lynx pick when it comes down to that. In order to move up, the number 7 pick was moved last year when they got Angel Reese to move up in that one. And so this comes from Jeff Pagliosa. We believe the 2025 draft class is deep, and we're excited about the flexibility we obtained by acquiring another first-round pick this year. The number 11 pick represents another route to improve our roster. This is a really, really good move by the Chicago Sky, in my opinion. This puts the Chicago Sky back in a place, right? Keep in mind, the Chicago Sky did move the number 3 overall pick, but when Olivia Miles and other players decided to go back to college, it made that decision make more sense. Now with this, the Chicago Sky are in a position to draft number 10 and number 11, which puts them in a really, really good position to find their players of the future, right? So in this now, the Sky have already acquired Ariel Atkins, right, in a trade. So you added veteran leadership there. You're still going to add 2 players in a very deep draft, but you don't have a pick as of right now next year. So that's something to look out for the Sky when it comes down to it. But overall, hey, the Sky continue to try to make moves to make this team a playoff team right away, and they're hoping to compete for that. Let's see how you guys are feeling about this while we still wait on Steve to come in. Vaughn says, yes, sir, I was waiting. Oh, we get 2 picks this year again. Yes. But we lose 1 next year. Yes, we lose a pick next year, which overall I'm not too mad at, right? We'll see what happens when it comes down to it. This could mean we draft in a backup point guard and a forward. Definitely could mean that. Yo, they should trade both picks to the Valkyries for number 5 so we can get Morrow. Listen, I don't think that that's probably something that's going to happen, but you never know, right? You can never say never. We'll see what the future does hold, man. Hold on, y'all. Let me see where Steve-O is. Supposed to be in here. Plus, I still have an extra first next year from another trade. Yes, we still do. And this where it comes in. Do we still have the first pick in 2026? What about the pick swap from Connecticut? Yes, we still have the pick swap with Connecticut, which we'll see how that goes. And the Sky they do own that pick, so it's up to them if they want to swap those. How you feeling about this trade?
I mean, it just gives you it gives you the opportunity where you can get what you need and you can get what you want at the same time. I just feel like with the things going out, the people he talked about in the last few interviews that he had, especially in the last meeting that he had, you kind of see where his mindset is. You kind of see the people that he likes, and some of the people like Saniya, people like other people like. So with that pick being right after that, like I said, with that 10th pick, you go get somebody like Pow who you need. That's something you need. You need shooting, you need more guard play, and you need a consistent scoring threat on that outside. And you can go get a want, not or necessarily a grab, a project, and somebody like Saniya River, who's a guard mixed with a wing.
I got on the thumbnail. I don't know if you saw the thumbnail or not, but
I didn't.
But Henna and Saniya are the 2 I got on the thumbnail because if the Sky could walk away from with the draft with those 2 players, I'm a very happy man.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like I know, like a lot of people in the college realm look at Saniya as a project, and she is. She's most definitely a project, but at the same time, when you have somebody with the upside that she has, where you kind of don't really know what position she is. She can be a guard. She can play some guard. She can play some wing as well. She has legitimate size. We heard what he said, saying that she's one of the most, if not the most athletic player in the guard, which is a fact. So yeah, if you put somebody next, which we need, technically it will be two needs because we definitely do need a cornerstone wing to put and establish next to Camilla and Angel. So I feel like they're technically both something we both need, but for some people it's gonna be a little bit of a grab. But I
Yeah.
like it.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see what this guy do. Like this to me says that Jeff Pagliosa identified somebody that he has a target here. Much like with Angel Reese when they moved up last year, like it was clear on that day that Angel Reese was the target there. It's clear that there's a
Mhm.
target here for Jeff to feel comfortable making this move. This guy still do have a first round pick in 2026 with the pick swap with the Connecticut Sun, which could end up being a really good pick as well because we don't know what the hell the Sun got going on. Yeah, so the Sky are in a position. Listen, once again, now that you, because again, I wasn't as big on the Ariel Atkins acquisition as you were, Steve-O, but now that you've moved into having two first round picks and you still have a pick swap with the Connecticut Sun next year, Jeff Pagliosa is doing some really good moves here, brother.
Yeah, like we kept on saying, like we don't really have anything to draw from because this is first time he's working on the job, he's learning on the job. This is his first opportunity to be in charge of making major moves for an organization. So we really didn't know how he act. But the only thing we could understand based on last year, he sees somebody or he see a direction that he likes, he's gonna go for it and he ain't gonna think twice about it. He did that with Angel and Camilla. He did that with Ariel Atkins. He's doing that now. He don't feel like the player that he probably wanted at 3 was there, or he just felt like he said he felt like Ariel is somebody he just genuinely wanted and felt like fit this team. So if he have a real conviction about it, he gonna go do it. And that's what you have to be when it comes to down to being the GM in any league.
Yep. This one from Lilac says Jeff and Tyler went to Serena Sundell's game during March Madness. She can probably be there at number 16. Keep with this guy now have 10, 11, and 16, right? 3 picks all within 5 picks of each other, basically. Very smart. And if you can get Sundell in the second round, man, listen. I don't know if you're going to be able to get to Henna and Saniya, but I tell you what, this bro, Jeff, I know people were really doubtful on Jeff Pagliosa after the firing of Spoon and not re-signing Kennedy Carter, who I think Kennedy still doesn't have a contract for next season. But Jeff Pagliosa is making some smart goddamn moves right now.
Yeah. And that was the thing I slowly started to realize. I'm like, it's calculated. It's very calculated. You might not understand what he's doing at the moment, but let it breathe. Give him some time. Let things matriculate, and he end up changing our mind. That's usually how it should go. Like at the end of the day, we gotta have some form of trust in these GMs because guess what? We don't have no other fucking choice. So we can only best that he's doing. We can only hope that he was doing his best and doing his due diligence. And up to this point, ever since he made that move since the third pick, he been cooking with hot grease. It's been a fucking fish fry.
Yeah, that's a fact. Comfort says no South Carolina player in Chicago, please. Camilla is enough, and we don't want any toxic. Listen, y'all be so the same people who talked about wanting Kennedy to stay now talking about toxicity with college players. Come on, I don't believe in that toxicity with South Carolina players.
They're fan they are.
I mean, yeah, but they got edge. I look at it as listen, bro, it's Chicago.
No, it's not edge. It's delusion.
Okay, I could get with
that. That's the thing. I think that's some is a portion of their fans that's just a little bit unbearable. You can't talk to them.
Oh, you talking about the fan base? I thought you were talking about the
no,
players.
no.
Fan base is
we love the players. It's the fan base, and even the players' families have said like they could be a bit much. And I mean, and to some degree, most any fan, any organization, any school, you gonna have some crazies, but their crazy is just loud. I think that's the difference.
Facts. Brendan says, I'm really hoping we can get Haley Van Lift to work under Vandersloot because her playmaking ability was insane. You're not sold on that, Steve? Go ahead. Speak on it.
Jeff, I hope you listen to me, sir. Do not squander your whole work to go get Haley Van Lith. I love Haley Van Lith. I think she has a place in this league where she works real hard. It's gonna be tough because we already know how hard it is, especially for a combo guard to make it in this league.
Especially
But
undersized.
especially undersized, being 5'10" on a good day.
She's
But
5'7", bro. She's listed at
see,
5'7".
I'm giving her some help. But yeah, like when it comes down to it, like the type of guard we need, it ain't Haley. And she got too many guards in the way she gonna be fighting with, even if we was to get her. So I think the type of guard we need is a pow pow. You go get a pow pow, that's somebody you use. Haley Van Lith, I'm happy. I felt like she did the right thing going to TCU. I was never a fan of her leaving Louisville, going to LSU. So I knew she was capable of these things, but she's just not the organization for us. I mean, for her, I should say.
Yeah, I agree with that. Like, listen, Haley is a dog. She has a really good mentality. We know that she's played with Angel. All that's great. But if you ask me between Haley and Tahina, give me Tahina all day.
And Rivers. I'm
Yeah, and
taking
Rivers. Like,
Rivers.
yeah, I'm
I'm
taking
taking
both
Rivers
of
too.
those ladies over there. Rivers, listen, if we could walk away with Rivers in this draft, I was already coming around to the point that that's when we had one draft pick as far as in the first round, we walk away with Rivers. I'm happy. Now
Yeah,
what we're working with,
I know why. You know why? Because I'm finna get you. Saniya is a less polished, a little less skilled Rakia Jackson.
and I love my love for Rakia Jackson.
Yeah. And that's why I knew you wanted it. But I think I think she does have a little bit of a higher upper side because, like I said, she can play guard too. Rakia never played guard.
Yeah, and I also think I also think Rivers brings in like that needed edge as well. Like
Yes.
she just has that. You already look at the identity we're building with like Camilla and Angel and those type of things. Bringing
Mhm.
Sluty back, which I'm so happy Sluti's coming back here as well. But you can add a 6'1" Rivers to this team as well. Come on, man.
I
That's
think
all
she
that I
really
need, bro.
6'2". I ain't gonna lie.
You think she's really 6'2"?
She
Let me
got an
ask you this
awesome game.
about when it comes to Rivers. Do you think, because the 3-point shot was never consistent in college, do you
Yeah.
think that she can become enough of a 3-point shooter?
Yeah. It's up to her. Like I said, when it comes to shooting, it's up to you and the organization. Do they got good shooting coaches and things like that? If you look at what under Tyler Marsh, the shooting percentage just goes up when he was over there. With
Yeah.
Jackie and with Asia, that's two people he has close link to. When it comes to working on their game, Tyler is linked to them too. And they've been ever since he's been there, they've been the best of they possibly can be. Why not Saniya? And
Okay.
even now with the current construction of this team, especially with the addition with Ariel, I don't necessarily think she's gonna need that three immediately as a rookie. She's gonna be way more dangerous at running that floor, and that's the thing. We don't really have somebody like a Kennedy to push the pace. She can do that.
I agree with you. I agree with you wholeheartedly. Let's hope that can be the case, man. I'm hoping that overall that we walk away from this draft, which we will be. For anybody that has any doubts, we will be live tomorrow during the draft, so don't worry about it. We will be live. I'll get it scheduled today so everybody can know we're going to be live during the draft, and let's hope the Chicago Sky walk away from this draft with everything that they need, man.
He
So
always doing something today. Is this gonna be a staple with him? He gonna do something a day before the
the day
draft?
before, bro, like every single time. Like, I mean, we'll see. Jeff, listen, I get it that Jeff, rightfully so, drew some criticism because we
Yeah.
all didn't know. Like it's hard to trust the vision of somebody who doesn't have the track record. Was
Mhm.
made some questionable decisions, made some questionable comments. Like I think also Jeff Pagliosa didn't do himself any favors with how he communicated certain things.
Yeah,
Um, but
terrible
I'm
with that.
yeah, but when you look at the results, I mean, you see a GM that's aggressive about improving this team. And
Yep.
that's something that I respect because, we didn't always have that here. And we don't always have that in all Chicago sports. So when he identifies a need and he identifies a target, so far from what we've seen, he's been aggressive about going out there and getting that target. So we're going
Yeah.
to see what's going to happen
Yeah.
there.
Apparently last year, and this is something I like when it comes out of the people that's in charge. Apparently last year was good, and it was real good for Sky standards, but it wasn't up to his standards. He felt like we could be better, and he making moves for us to be better. He ain't sitting around trying to penny pinch and wait for our turn. He's snatching it. So hey, that's the type of GM I want.
Yeah. We'll see what happens, man. Any other thoughts, Steve-O, before we get up out of here, brother?
Nah, Comfort Sheriff said he enjoyed us last year. Hey, we coming way better this
We're
year.
coming
So
way
hey,
better with a better plan this year.
yeah.
We're going to be doing live calls from the start. We're going to be on playback also, where you can watch the actual game with us over on playback. You can see the game. So if anybody has trouble finding the game, you can watch it for us there. The Chicago Bulls season's ending. We'll be back full go over here. And we're the number one spot for everything Chicago Sky related for a reason. Me and Steve-O bringing it. So hey, that's all we can say to you on that one, man.
Facts. We back. We finally back.
Absolutely, man. Thank you guys for tuning in, man. I'm also working on a new intro for anyone who watches my other Chicago sports. Y'all know I've incorporated highlights into the intro. I got something cooking for the Chicago Sky. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm gonna leave it at that. But thank you guys for tuning in. Hit that subscribe button. You can also follow us on every social media platform at Chicago Sky Pod. We'll see y'all live in tomorrow for the draft.